Now, if somebody came up to you in the street and they said to you, church music, what do you think?
Church music? When they sit down in the church and that's boring. That's boring.
About a fat black lady that's singing.
A lot of people screaming, closing their eyes and waving their hands.
The devil's with you.
Really not very exciting.
I've heard of a rapper in the south of London called Dwayne Triumph who believes he has an alternative to Christian music. Christian rap? Surely? I'm not convinced, but I will find out.
As soon as you see Triumph on stage, no Dwayne Shorter. Dwayne Shorter's left behind. Triumph, the spirits out, crying out for him, released. Just let go.
Watching over our shoulders, cause Jehovah he chose us. Following the plan he shows us. You need to stop following them dumb oldest chop.
So how did you get into rap and what got you interested way back in 1997?
It was for the love. I just absolutely loved rap, and I loved the way they strung the words together, and I just really, it was in my heart. I just badly wanted to do it because I would hear it and be like, oh, that sounded so cool, I got to do that myself, and so I did.
Can you just give us a brief example of what Dwayne Triumph the Man is all about and what you actually do?
Grew up in Clapham, South London, rapping since 97 and producing since 97. Became a Christian in 99, and my whole life took a whole different dimension.
You're his younger brother.
Yep.
Bit taller.
Bit taller, bit wiser.
Right, okay. About his music, how has that changed over the years?
Dramatically. I mean, when it started out, it's always been good. His music, everything he's done's always been great. But since he's became Triumph, like every single song Dwayne makes, guaranteed, is one of my favourite songs.
And do you think he's been more popular since he found this new angle, this new way?
Absolutely,
yeah?
100%, definitely.
And did he consider, hang on a minute, there's a market in church rap that hasn't been tapped into. If I fill that market, it might make me a very rich man. Do you think that's ever occurred to him?
Nah, not at all. He isn't smart enough to think like that. No offence, bro, but nah.
So we've come here to a church in Charlton where Dwayne's about to perform a couple of his raps. Should be interesting to see what the response is like.
Living the driven, given a vision, fulfilling a commission with spiritual intuition. People you need to listen. Remember in the beginning, the weapons they were within. This sort of feminine singing, he said the sounds from his in. He wanted someone to bring him an offering that was willing, not someone.
I like it. I like the music. They're all positive, in the way that they're themed.
What you're hearing today is the combination of years of work.
Trial and error.
Trial and error, and growth. The next progressive step really is to be able to break out of just church circles. Why can't Dwayne be on the same bill or on the same platform as a Jay-Z? Because they do the same type of music. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z has his belief systems and he expresses what he believes. Dwayne Triumph has his belief system and he expresses what he believes. But they both do hip hop.
Yeah. Most of the guys here, you're Christian rappers, is that right? Yeah. So do you see your music as well being able to sort of transcend rap to get its own entity and get the same listeners that people that listen to rap go into listening to Christian rap?
One thing that'll stop us from getting to the same place as Jay-Z and them guys is the message in our music. Because even the Bible says it, that to people is foolishness. What we preach and what we talk about in our music is foolishness. To go to someone and say, you're a sinner, and unless you repent and put your faith in Jesus Christ, you're going to go to hell, people are going to say, no, I don't want to hear that.
I think, would I buy it? Maybe not. Would I listen to it? Yeah. If it was on, I wouldn't switch it off, And I think that's as far as I can probably go at this stage. Because I think the message is too strong for me. It's so foreign to me that it becomes, you can't really think that, So it's given me an alternative, and a really, really positive alternative. Not necessarily one I'm going to go and follow tomorrow or down the line or anything like this, but an alternative nonetheless that I can now take on board in whatever way I feel suit. I don't think all of it's positive. I don't think everything that Dwayne said is that I've agreed with. I haven't. So I don't think every side of your religion is positive. I think there's certain sides of it where I go, oh no thanks, but I can see that the overall nature to it. It seems to be positive. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know if it does or not, but that's my answer. For me, religion, it causes a lot of battles, a lot of fights, a lot of wars. And if there was no religion, if there were laws but no religion, then there wouldn't be that conflict of religion, of fighting.
I don't believe in religion, by the way. I don't follow religion, because religion is a set of rules and regulations that people follow because they're told to follow it. That's not my case.
Okay.
My relationship with God is one that I was touched and reached out to by God, that made me turn to Him and begin to seek Him. And the more I sought Him, the more I realized that He was the way that I needed to go, and His plan was the plan that I needed to follow.
What's wrong with questioning God? Because I don't think you question God anymore. So what's wrong with that? Because I would.
Okay. There is nothing wrong with questioning God. Questioning God is a great thing because you get answers, to tell you the truth.
On my 2 days I spent with Dwayne, I've really hoped to find out more about the guy, more about his personality, his beliefs and his music, but I couldn't get past Dwayne talking about God and the Bible. I asked him a direct question about his personal beliefs, and all I got was God teaches us this, Jesus teaches us that, and I found that very, very hard. I really wanted to focus more in on Dwayne's music, but he's very humble about it and almost refuses to talk about it as a piece of work that he does. It hasn't pushed me towards Christianity or religion in any way. If anything, it's closed my eyes to it slightly, because I felt he's lost a lot of his personality. I don't know the guy after 2 days of being with him, and I find that strange and hard to deal with.
Call from the darkness, call to the heartless, called by the angel, sent me the sparkless, struck by the lightning, trust, it was frightening. Ever since that day for Christ I've been writing, rhyming and riding all over the country, Manchester, Liverpool, then Germany called me, Hamburg, Stuttgart, shout out to Pastor Mark, holding it down for the king and the crown.